Leaving the Jehovah's Witnesses is incredibly stressful if you have devout parents or family, okay? So whether you're trying to quietly fade and kind of just disappear under the radar, or you've already left and you're dealing with all of the fallout, here are 10 things that I did during my exit that really helped me stay grounded and not completely lose my shit. Depending on your own unique circumstances, you can pluck one or two of these things out of the list, or you can try them all, whatever, it's your life. Number 1, start blocking people. Step 1, you must start blocking people. Oh, it's Sister So-and-so. She's so sweet. Sister So-and-so is brainwashed. Will turn your ass in so fast. I'm sorry, but in this process, as you're going through this fading and exiting process, you cannot trust people. Cut them out. All right, the game has changed. You have to wrap your brain around the fact that your world, everything you once knew, everyone you once knew, there's going to be casualties. And you gotta start prioritizing your sanity. You gotta be in lockdown mode. Number 2, take a mental health walk. So right before I disassociated, it was wintertime. It was December 2017. At the time, my mental health walk, I would put on my big parka, big fluffy hoodie. I had Beats headphones, and I would just blast music. Yeah, it sucked. The whole thing sucked. I knew I was gonna lose my parents. I was going through some heavy stuff. I was going through a heavy transition. I wasn't gonna let the situation get me down. I didn't deserve it. So I just circled our development at like midnight in like 40-degree weather. But that's what I needed at the time for my mental health. All right, I'm not talking about taking 10,000 steps a day and counting your macros. Just a 10-minute stroll around the block, man. Number 3, treat yourself. Okay, if all you got in your life right now is that bag of chips on your lunch break and your family is freaking crazy and brainwashed and you're about to lose your family to a cult, eat the damn chips. For me, it was coffee. I'd walk to the local coffee shop, get my body moving, get some fresh air, get the blood flowing, enjoy the sensory experience of holding the mug in my hand or the cup in my hand. Like, we hear of grounding. Go outside and put your feet in the grass. If I could, I would just lay out in the starfish position 24/7 on my lawn. When your world is just getting turned upside down, having that one familiar thing can have a really calming, grounding effect. So, do what you gotta do.
Treat yourself.
Number 4, talk it out. All right, some people like therapy, some people don't. Some people don't have the money or the means. I get it. If you are so inclined, having that objective professional to just talk to about everything where you can just unload can be extremely helpful when you're trying to navigate everything. Because you can't talk to the people in the congregation. It's incredibly stressful. You need that outside person. And no, not all therapists are the same. What I appreciated about that final therapist that I stayed with for a while, she was down to earth, she was very kind, compassionate, but she offered constructive feedback. So she didn't just kind of sit there and go, she listened, sure. But then it was like, okay, well then what are we gonna do next? What are our next steps? How are we gonna tackle this? She taught me firm boundaries. If I didn't have her guidance just at that juncture, I would have fallen back into old patterns. It would be too easy. I mean, think about it. You've had decades of experience, playing the JW game. So it's easy to fall back into the emotional bondage, the manipulation, whatever words you want to use. I would have been right back at square one, just mired in that JW drama with my family. So, something to think about. Number 5, ride it out. Oh my God, you don't have to wear a cozy sweater and have your nails done and clink your little cup of perfectly brewed tea. Get a yellow legal pad. You're at the office, get some freaking copy paper. At one point I grabbed a fat ass dry erase marker and wrote in big all caps. I think some of it was cursive. I don't know. It looked like a hasty ransom note. Doesn't need to be a practice. Doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be logical, grammatical. Just do a brain dump. Just write. Number 6, watch a dumb show. For me, it was The Office. While I was cooking, doing laundry, the punchline. You know what's coming up. It makes you laugh, during a shitty time. You're not actively engaging with something. It's just in the background, it's familiar, it's funny, it's comforting. I just say watch a dumb show because humor is healing. And you need that during your exit because they want you to feel terrible, right? They want you to feel bad. They want you to go crawl under a rock in shame. Almost like you're a toddler. It's like they're putting you in a corner for a timeout. They want you to feel bad. All right, this is a simple, no-brainer, low to no effort way to keep your spirits up and to kind of keep yourself from going off the rails. Number 7, be around people. Look, I'll be the first to say, sometimes you don't need to be around people. Out of my friend group, I'm the one that turns into a pumpkin at 8 p.m. I have JOMO, the joy of missing out. What I'm saying is, just go be around people. You don't have to be actually hanging out with someone. I'd say I probably do, my armpit is itching, 90% of my writing at local coffee shops. It's, you see familiar faces. It's very high by, people pass through. But along the way, before, during, and after my exit, being around people without forcing myself to try to make friends actually helped me eventually make friends. Because that's a daunting task that a lot of ex-J-dubs express. They're like, I feel awkward. I don't know how to make friends. Like, how do I make friends? Just putting yourself in the vicinity of other people is going to help you adapt to a new social landscape that is not the organization. Find your favorite local bookstore. You love to work out, go to the gym. Just like pick a third place. We talk about third places: home, work, and then, maybe a coffee shop or a restaurant or some other area, a park or whatever. Just be around people. Think of it as practice. It's a non-committal warm-up. Number 8, focus on a hobby or project. If you're a musician, write new music. If you love to garden, keep gardening. If you need yoga 6 times a week to balance your chakras, find some positive activity that makes you feel good about yourself. For me, it was painting. I got really prolific around that time. Here I was, in the thick of being shunned. I was deep in it. It is happening. I'm losing my parents. Everything's changing. And yet in the thick of it, sold like 5 paintings. Having a fun, healthy distraction can really help to pass the time. And not just pass the time, but ease some of the obsession that you're gonna have. Ease some of the obsession about the pain that you're going through. Number 9, connect with a trusted friend. I actually didn't do this during my fade, and not during the disassociation, like right when I was in the thick of it. But after I disassociated and some time had passed, I reconnected with a dear cousin of mine, and now we're really close. And honestly, the reason that I waited, straight up, I was just afraid of being gaslit. Not because, and I'm talking about specifically to give you some context, I reconnected with my worldly family, non-Jehovah's Witness family. One of my cousins, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt because my history with her proved that I could trust her. Because when you're in the middle of everything, sometimes people who are not Jehovah's Witness family, they can't wrap their brain around all this. They're not in it. If they don't know it, let's say they don't know it, they only know what your Jehovah's Witness family has ever presented to them. My Jehovah's Witness family, they go to their church and everything's fine. So I was actually afraid to reach out at first because I was afraid that my non-Jehovah's Witness family was going to be like, oh, this sounds kind of extreme. Are you sure? This will probably just blow over. Like, they didn't really understand the gravity of the shunning and the disassociation and all those things and what that culture meant. But I was selective and I knew who I could go to. And that was a huge relief to be able to talk and tell my story without judgment. And like, their brains were exploding. They couldn't believe it because they had no clue. It's not a matter of taking sides. It's not about them taking my side or like they have to fight my battles for me. It's just knowing that they're there for me as a judgment-free zone and they love me unconditionally. That was immensely helpful. Number 10, spiritual connection. No, I'm not religious, but I also never had the opportunity to go to church. I never had the opportunity to explore other religions or churches as a Jehovah's Witness. I am not saying hop from the witnesses into another group. Unless you just want to, unless you just know yourself, you know what you're hungering for, you found it in another church, totally cool. If anything, it was just a reclamation. I want to see what's out there. Have your eyes open, understand that you just came from a cult, fresh out of the cult and prone to possibly repeating old patterns and maybe attaching yourself to something new. You might find the perfect church, decide you want nothing to do with religion, but it should have been your choice all along. Something else to try. Take it or leave it. So anyways, these are just a few things that helped me during my exit. Everybody's situation is different, but hopefully there's something in this list that you found helpful that maybe you want to try as you go through this process. Thank you guys for watching. My next live stream will be Saturday, June 28th. If you would like to become a channel member, click the join button below. Stay safe, have a great week, and I will see you soon.